Hey LIPSEY'S Guns fans, I'm Rob Aberzino, and we've got a special guest today. One of my favorites, one of my all-time favorites, Adam Ruonala from Canik. Canik, how are you? Adam, how are you, man?
I'm good, brother. I'm in this fancy room, and last time I was here, we were just doing it at a table. I don't know. I guess I dressed the part today, so I'm glad.
We got the new Aim Higher studio here, man.
This is doing some things, man. I'm impressed.
We're deep in a bunker in an undisclosed location.
It kind of feels like that
I
with the,
know.
We got some man room stuff behind us. I'm just excited. I think I brought something that's worthy of this unveiling here.
I can't wait to talk about this, but we just caught you fresh out of the White House, so we don't have to get into all the details there. But you just had a little visit.
Yeah, got to go meet with some of the people that are helping kind of make the decisions in our country right now, from POTUS to some people that are working on the counterterrorism department to senators and congressmen. It was really intriguing to see the level of excitement there right now.
Yeah, good.
Kind of that desire to get us back to our core values.
Yeah,
it was definitely inspiring. Got to talk about this new product we're going to talk about with you, and how it's our first all-American made product, which was really exciting to see the reactions and the support behind the men and women that are helping to make these decisions that shape our country, not only 2A, but our First Amendment rights, and then everything that's protected under those. Yeah. It was just definitely, it was revitalizing as a man, as a member of a company that obviously politics is so much in play, and just kind of the cool factor too.
It was super cool. Like I said, we were just talking about it, saw him on Instagram and Facebook, and I'm like, whoa, he's rolling deep here.
Right, it's like the gym. It doesn't count unless you check in.
Yeah, so. Exactly. Well, let's get into this. So we can open it up here, but this is kind of why you're here. I know you came in to break down this brand new pistol for our crew.
So this, obviously, Canik opened our new facility in the United States, Canik USA, and with that, we're creating the very first pistol brought to you by Canik USA, and it is the new Canik Mete MC9 Prime. So obviously, we helped roll out the MC9 and the MC9L and LS with you guys. There's content on that. We've done podcasts talking about it. We've done videos, unboxings. And to that extent, we took all of the knowledge that we learned from making those micro compacts and then doing things like the development of the Canik TTI Combat with Taryn Butler, and said, what does the consumer like? What are the feature sets that really help elevate a gun to the next level? Took all that plus some engineering that we were able to develop, both from our facility in Turkey and now the new facility in the US, which employs currently over 50 hardworking, gun-loving Americans, and create the all-new Canik Mete MC9 Prime, which is our elite micro compact with all the bells and whistles that help it be something that not only can you be ensured that it's going to work and be dependable, but it actually makes those small guns that are traditionally a little bit more uncomfortable and snappy a lot more enjoyable to shoot.
This thing is fantastic. So I haven't shot it yet, but I took it out a minute ago. We checked it out. The trigger is amazing. I love the front sight. The grip, it's got that kind of semi-aggressive grip to it. Yeah. As you said, ported in the front, which
integrally compensated as well. So so it's ported in the front with 3 ports, and then it's integrally compensated as well. So absolutely. So it's rolling in, and I'm sure obviously there's a lot of people that know a lot more about cameras than we do. We can get a tight in on this at some point. But it's 3 ports. Then with that, the integral compensator right there reduces muzzle rise about 28%. Yeah. It's working if you're ever watching a slow-mo or you're shooting it. Obviously, you're going to hear that report that's, instead of blasting forward, it's going to buy up. It'll catch you off guard if you're not ready for it, but that's the whole point of a compensator and port, is to actually redirect that blast a little bit to kind of cancel out the muzzle rise. From there, you've got the tritium night sights in front and in the rear from night vision. You've got super aggressive slide serrations. You've got porting in the slide. It's on the RMSC footprint, so it's got that shield footprint for optics, which co-witnesses. You've got, like you said, the world famous Canik trigger in our aluminum diamond cut 90-degree break trigger.
It's super crisp.
Man, it is a super crisp, super light break with a 1.3 millimeter reset on that trigger. Gets you on this follow-up. New design double undercut trigger guard. New design frame. Actually, the grip is now longer too. On those micro compacts, it sometimes sits in your palm in your hand in the middle, and you get that snap. It's now that longer grip, which also now gives you the ability to have a 17+1 capacity in a micro compact with only 1 inch in width on this gun. So still super concealable, but now able to have that higher capacity and to be super manageable. And then finally, another really important thing is we've increased the grip texture. So the entire grip, almost from top point all the way to low, is completely covered. The grip texturing on the sides is you can feel it.
Yeah.
It's super grippy, but it's not overbearing. We actually increased the grip texture on the front and the rear of the grip, as those are your two primary points. You can feel the difference.
Yeah, I can
there.
feel it.
And the reason for that is those are going to be your two main contact points. But if you're appendix carrying, or you don't want the sides to destroy your skin or your shirt. So really kind of put a lot of thought into all the things that are going to make this a superior pistol for carry.
Yeah.
And then we said, all right, what else do we need? Obviously, the packaging is always important. You know, the case is something that you can travel with. But then we said,
so I just said, like, you know, Canik is the Apple of packaging, you know, in our world.
Except what we love American freedom.
Well,
yeah.
Sorry, you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I'm picking on you, exactly.
The packaging itself, though, is always fantastic. It's loaded, and you take off the top layer. There's always like some fun secret layer underneath. I mean, it's really
cool. So, you know, with this one, no exception. 2 17-round mags come with the cleaning kit, you know, tool kit, extra back straps for different sizes. And then a really unique thing we did is we always come with a holster, but the holster this time, what we wanted to do is we wanted to have an elite holster that people could actually use on multiple levels. So we actually partner with G-Code. So G-Code's been making holsters for the American user and military for many years now. And we said, hey, you want to make a holster specifically for Prime. So they made, I believe it's the Paradox 04. It's specifically for the Prime. It is a ambidextrous now, so right to left, and reversible inside the waistband holster that actually comes with a paddle. So it's not just a clip on the outside. Like, it'll actually, you take this off, you put the paddle on, and it sits on your hip very, very smooth.
Yeah.
This holster traditionally retails for $150 alone. With that, it's included in there. The night vision sights traditionally retail over $100. Aftermarket trigger, $100, $150. You know, external magwell, additional magwell on there with the clear magwell, you know, $25 to $50. Case, all the things went, and this gun is still retailing for MSRP of $649 with a MAP of $599. So there's a ton of value there, a ton of dependability, and it's all coming in at the price of blue collar man can afford.
This is fantastic. So I have the TTI, and it's you know, I had to get it because Jason said it's the only gun I could actually shoot.
I was there that day. I was there that day.
So I got it. Did this kind of jump off of that concept?
Absolutely. So
obviously in a smaller package.
Well, you look at what were the things that kind of really separated.
Because that was a monster hit.
Yeah, Taryn really came in there and used his like artistic and creative eye and his just knowledge of the firearms platform, the firearms discipline as a whole, to say you got to have the good grip texture. You got to have this trigger. You got to say. So we took that. We didn't want to knock what he'd already done off.
Sure.
But we said, all right, what are things that we found that our end users really, really appreciate?
It's got a lot of great features
about this, and utilize them here. And so that's what we did. Absolutely. We wanted to make it comfortable and fun to shoot a micro compact, because ultimately, if you enjoy shooting it and you're comfortable with it, you're going to become more proficient with it. And so then it changes the dynamic from just being what is a self-defense carry gun to something that is actually a daily shooter, a sports shooter. And if you can combine those, if you ever do need it, those reps and that muscle memory and that comfortability with the platform makes it even that much more dependable. So it's a win-win for us.
I'll tell you what, your product development, your engineers, I mean, you guys are leaving no stone unturned with these new firearms you're coming out with. I mean, it's impressive. It's no surprise to me how much we've grown with you and how Canik has grown just as a company over these last 3 years. I mean, it's been amazing.
It's been a huge blessing. It's been a very very honored ride of mine to be a part of it. You know, to the dealers out there, it's such an honor. We walk into stores. It used to be a really cool thing. We went in 5.5, 6 years ago and saw a Canik.
Yeah, right.
Now we go in and we see whole counters.
You get
space
prime real estate
dedicated to the Canik section,
that's
sitting right next to other industry leaders. And that right now is such a beautiful thing to us. It's such an honor. And now to see an American-made Canik
there you go.
sitting in that counter, being sold by hardworking, gun-loving Americans to hardworking, gun-loving Americans is something, a dream that's been envisioned for so long and is now coming to fruition. This level of excitement is going to continue to fuel us to do it more.
So upon seeing this video, we will have this released, but the official release date is...
So April 15th
Yep.
is when it's on sale to the consumer.
Right.
You guys are actually shipping it out as of yesterday, April 9th.
Yep.
So make sure you're getting in touch with your Lipsey's sales rep so that you can get them. They are on allocation still, as it's a hot topic item.
Yep.
So if you have the opportunity to get one, I'd suggest you get it now. As we know with the TTI, I mean, they were back ordered for, I think we're just starting to get caught up
Yeah.
a year later. And they launched
yeah.
literally a year ago.
Yeah.
We've done a ton of marketing behind this, everything from influencers to print to digital. So this is definitely going to be out there and going to be demanded. So we'd recommend, if you have the opportunity to get it through Lipsey's, take advantage and scoop up as many as you can.
Absolutely. What else is coming down the pipe? Anything else you can talk
We've
about
got
yet?
some cool
There's
things.
always something cool.
You know, we've got some really cool things. Obviously, we just finished up the Signature Series,
Yeah.
Which is the new one with the sketch.
Yep.
Those were awesome. They were a lot of fun to be a part of.
Yep.
We've got some more iterations of some cool colors, things like that.
Yeah.
And then, let's just say, you know, we are very much excited. I always got to leave the Easter egg with you, to step up the caliber of our manufacturing.
Well.
Very, very soon. So there's going to be
So
some cool
mysterious.
things, right? I wonder what he's saying. But yeah, to step that up is going to be something that we're hoping to have to the U.S. consumer by the end of the year.
Oh, fantastic. This is really cool. Check it out. You can go to canik.com, you can go to lipseys.com to find out more information on this pistol right here. And it's always cool when you stop by, man.
Thanks for having me in the
Love
new
having
digs,
you.
man.
So I don't know. I know you're taking off soon, but we got to go shoot it now.
We got to put
Well,
some
Jason and I
on
are
it.
going to shoot it with or without you. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
and then you know what? Who knows? Maybe you can actually hit the target with this one too. And we
We'll
found
see.
your second
Let's
Canik.
not get greedy.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. Let's shoot for the moon, right?
You can find Canik, of course, at canik.com and Canik on all the socials, and you can find Adam on all the socials too. He's a foodie. He's a fun follow, and he hangs out with Donald Trump. So I mean, what else do you want? But anyhow, thanks for coming.
Thanks
by.
for having me.
All right. Until next time, aim higher.